A US based Nigerian man has lost his home to someone he trusted. This Nigerian man cannot believe what has happened to him. He opened his door to somebody who was looking for a place to stay, and he has now ended up losing his hard-earned home that he has worked for in the US to the person that he trusts. On this platform, we share stories to inform and educate our audience. There is no substitute to information. This Nigerian brother has lived in the United States for more than 20 years. He got a call from his own mother of all people, who asked him, say, "My son, please, a member of my church who I see as a sister. This woman, she is from a responsible home. We have known each other for a very, very long time. Her son has been granted an American visa. He doesn't have anywhere to stay in America. My son, please do not let me down. I want you to help this young man because he needs somewhere to stay." This mother has done everything for this young boy. As a single mom, she has self-sponsored her son so that her son can move to the US in search of a good life. This man said when his mom had asked for this request, he could not turn his mother down. He has lived in America. He has heard a lot of stories and he has had many bad experiences in the past. He said because of that, he said to himself, "I will never help anybody that just arrived from Nigeria." But because his mom is the one that was asking this time, this brother said he could not say no to his mom. He said, "Okay, I will help this young boy. As long as you say this boy knows me, you know this boy and his family for a long time, I will help." He told his mom, say, "Mom, all the experiences that I've had before, the people that have helped when they've arrived, they ended up paying me back. But I am going to do this simply because of you." The mom said, "Thank you, my son. You will not regret this." They prayed. This young boy arrived in the US, was staying with this man. The boy came in. This man was the person that helped this young boy to settle in the US. He said he took this young boy just like his own brother. He did everything for this young boy to settle in America. The boy lived with this man and his family for more than 7 months rent-free. Eventually, when the boy settled down, he now said one of his property that he was renting, the property is vacant, and this boy is aware because this boy has been going to this property with him. And the boy asked him, "Bros, please, now that I'm settled, I'm working, let me stay in this house and I will be paying rent." The man said he doesn't like missing businesses with emotion, but because this boy has lived his entire house and he thought this boy, he comes from a good Christian home, and the boy, based on what he was seeing, is that he did not see any trace that this boy is somebody who has any criminal mind. He said, "Okay, the young boy can go and stay and pay rent." He said this boy was paying rent. He was paying rent. There wasn't any problem at all. What he didn't know is that this young boy has his own plan. Eventually, this young boy now called this man after living in the house for a few years and said, "Bros, I am now in a position to buy my own house." He was the one that even encouraged him. I said, "Look, now that you have settled, you got a wife, and you have your American resident, I think that it'll be good for you to buy your own house." The guy said, "Okay." He was the one that encouraged him and introduced him to the people that helped the guy, the mortgage broker, estate agent. He was the one that helped this boy. This boy was moving out of the house. He then said, "Bros, I know somebody who will stay in this house and be paying the rent is somebody that I know. The guy now allowed this young boy to bring this person to come and rent this house. He said he did not see anything suspicious in this boy. The young boy brought this house, gave the house to this person. The person was paying the rent. A few months later, the man said the person that was paying the rent stopped paying the rent. This person that is paying this rent, that was paying the rent to me before, stopped paying the rent. What he didn't know is that this young boy has now converted his own house to his own name. When I first heard this story, I was shocked because I did not believe that anything like this can happen in the United States of all places. The guy said this young boy converted. All he did, he went to the county office in Texas where they lived, and he told the guy has already been working with some people. They've told him that this house, you can easily take this house from this man. And the boy went to the county office, signed a notoriety, he has notoriety, and he easily signed this house to his name. You will not believe that this kind of thing can happen in America of all places. Now, for you to see how widespread this problem is in America, I just want you to listen to this video.
Hickory Hill woman has been arrested and charged with numerous counts of forgery, identity theft, and fraud. As WRIG's Bria Jones reports, police say Antonia Young was able to illegally transfer property to a business she and her husband run.
It's something that's happening more and more in Shelby County, and more people are realizing it can happen to them.
Daniel Irwin is with the Better Business Bureau of the Mid-South. We asked him to look at the affidavit of complaint against Antonia Young, and he pulled no punches at what he saw.
Well, this person obviously has a long history of all sorts of different types of fraud. She's certainly adept in stealing people's money in various ways.
Young is charged with numerous counts of property theft, forgery, criminal impersonation, identity theft, and fraudulently filing quitclaim deeds against several Memphians. Police documents led us to two properties Young is accused of acquiring fraudulently. This one on Birthstone Avenue off Holmes Road in South Memphis, and this one on Lakeview Road in Whitehaven. Both homes were empty when we stopped by, but the affidavit of complaint states in both cases Young was able to file a quitclaim deed, have it notarized, and transfer the properties to a business she and her husband operated named Preeminent Estates.
It can be really, really hard to find or to even understand. How someone can do this without your signature can leave a lot of people just dumbfounded that this could even happen. And usually you don't find out it's happened until it's too late.
And as the WREG investigators reported last year, filing a quitclaim deed is just a matter of downloading the form, printing it, filling it out, and having it notarized and taking it to the Shelby County Register of Deeds office. But per state law, if a deed looks fraudulent or maybe a signature doesn't look right, workers can't ask for an ID.
You see, when this brother contacted me and shared his story with me, I said, no, this is not possible. It is when I started doing research, I realized that the United States of all places, somebody can easily go to the Shelby office in America, present a signed document that he owns the house, and they will just download the form and easily convert this house to your name. This man said when he first started suspecting, he wanted to renew his house document, and he realized that he said the house wasn't in his name. He said he didn't believe that the house is no longer his name. A few days later, whilst he was still trying to process this information, he now contacted the boy that was renting the house, and the boy said He asked him for his rent. He said, no, the house doesn't belong to you. The house belonged to, he gave him the other boy's name, Kevin. He said, Kevin. He said, what? Is this a joke? Is this April Fool? How can you tell me that the house belonged to Kevin? He said, bros, Kevin showed me a deed that says the house, he has bought the house from you. The house, he now owns the house. And that is why I have been paying rent to Kevin. The guy said he thought, no. This joke is going too far. Stop it now. How can you tell me that my house, Kevin, that I helped, who I helped build up, now owns my house? The man said when he now realized that it is real, this is not a joke, that his house has been taken from him, he then went to the county office, and he realized that the name on the deed is the certificate that shows who owns the house. The deed now has Kevin's name. The man was shocked. This matter that I'm telling you now is in court. This Kevin was so confident to the point that he was still saying that he owns the house. He owns the house. He has now lost the case. The case is, they've appealed the case. This is the, remember, this is the person who he was asked by his own mom to help in Nigeria. And this is the person who has now claimed his own house, because the guy knew the man knew him very well, and he knew that this man owns this house and he can easily convert this house. This problem, because in the UK, this kind of thing cannot happen in the UK. That is why when they told me, I could not believe that somebody can easily convert your house to his name by going to the office and saying, I am the person that owns this house, and sign document, and they give him the deed, and he now owns the house. This man is shocked. He has now spent more than $8,000 for legal fees, and the case is still ongoing. This man is likely to spend more money on his own house. If you know anyone that lives in the United States, kindly ensure that they see this video, because this is not a joke. It's a widespread problem that is happening, especially in Texas, Atlanta, and other states in America. If you are seeing any value in this content, kindly share this video, give it a like. Knowledge, information is power, so that other people can learn, because I cannot believe this is the kind of thing that you expect to be happening in a third world country, not in the United States of all places. This brother now has almost lost the house that he has built. That is the information.